G'day scrappers, yeah, it's got another Samsung plasma here. This one's huge, it's 64-inch, so hopefully it's a little bit better than the last Samsung I did. It's got took the stand off, at least it's got a big stand. It's got quite a bit of weight in that, so that's a good start. Sometimes the stands can be really lightweight, and other times, especially on the LCDs, they can be, pretty heavy, so it's hit and miss, but have a look at this Samsung. Yeah, I've got a few LCDs in line to do, but just had a bit of a run on plasmas at the moment. It seems everyone's throwing out their plasmas now, and no one really wants them anymore, and they're swapping over to the LCD and the new ultra thin LEDs. So okay, well, I guess because it's so, it's such a big TV, this one looks empty, but the boards are actually quite big. Like this one here, it's yeah, quite a big one. You can see the main board there has got is a high grade. I can see the little gold corner, little T-con board. So yeah, these plasmas are, pretty straightforward and not a great deal on them. I prefer to do LCDs. They're a much more interesting scrap. But anyway, I'll get into it, and we'll get the scrap value out of this one. Okay, thrill seekers, here's the tally for this 64-inch Sony plasma. That's the scrap steel. That's left, and well, there's a low grade, obviously a power board, but I've kind of changed my my pricing system a little bit, just to sort of balance it out and sort of make it even for everyone, because everyone gets different prices. So because I depopulate all my boards, I don't actually sell them, so I get quite a bit more value out of it, because I remove all the components and for precious metal recovery, and like things like transformers and stuff obviously sell for a bit more, and aluminium, extruded aluminium, $1.20 a kilo or so. So I've just, to get scrap value, I've been trying to balance out a price, for everyone. But what I've done now is downgraded these green power kind of boards to the same kind of style as this. But obviously, if you were going to sell these as power boards, you would remove these heat sinks, because you'd get more than double for the heat sinks if you're just going to sell these as power boards. Some people can sell these as mid-grade boards, or like me, because I depopulate these boards, I value them as mid-grade boards because I can get enough components off them. But in some cases, like in this case, it's mostly just aluminium heat sinks, and there's no real IC chips on this at all. There's nothing really much of value for precious metal recovery. So I thought, well, it's best to just balance it out, and unless I find power boards that are really good value, I'll slip them over to mid-grade. But for now, I'm just going to price them as low-grade boards, power boards. And so yeah, so that's the power boards anyway. Some like this one here is it's a real nice big power board, and but with this one, the same kind of deal. I just graded as power board just to balance it out. So you got mid-grade boards, which is there's the strip boards, the video kind of boards on the sides. Again, you can see all the little IC chips. For precious metal recovery, you can remove all these. All the little thick film resistors here. You got MLCCs running along here. You've got a little tantalum capacitor here, another thick film resistor, and inside all these plugs, you also got gold pins. So So, you know, for me it's well worth depopulating. But otherwise, if you just want to sell them straight quickly, mid-grade boards, yeah, even the T-Con board here, it's got no gold corner chip, so technically it's just a mid-grade board. But you know, it's got, you know, all these pins here, the IC chips or the flat packs, you know, they're all, you know, got good precious metal recovery. So I find these are, you know, well worth depopulating and trying to recover the precious metals rather than just selling them. So anyway, and there's just one, well, at least we got one high grade board. So again, you got the gold chip here, so this can go as a high grade board, so that's okay. Again, a little bit of wire, copper wire, got some aluminium. Mostly the aluminium was stuck to the front of the plastic panel, so a little bit of aluminium, and all in all, so that's the plasma there, and this is the breakdown that I got. And so the power boards, you know, because I've swapped over different grading, there's a lot more power board now, a lot less mid-grade board. Yeah, and so we've got a little bit of everything, a little bit of aluminium, you know, quite a bit of steel, 31.5 kilos. So the total scrap value for this one is $6.10, so not too bad, about average for a plasma TV. And if you know, wanted to chat and have any questions about scrapping anything in general, electronics, precious metal recovery, you know, come and check us out at my forum at scrapforum.com.au. So yeah, at the forum you can talk about all kinds of scrapping if you want to get involved. But yeah, as you can see, this is a 64-inch TV. It's huge. The glass actually, you know, most of the TVs that I get has got broken glass, and this one's really broken. It's been stood on many times, so it's really crumbly, but it's still intact, so I sell it as scrap steel. Just sell the whole thing. So yeah, all right, well, that's the Samsung 64-inch plasma. Keep scrapping and have fun.